That Works Initiative News Conference. We're glad to have you with us today. My name is Sher Thomsen, and I serve as the president for the United Way of Cass Clay. I'd like to first introduce our guests with us. We have Dr. Jeff Schatz, Superintendent for Fargo Public Schools, Dr. Lynn Kovash, Superintendent for Moorhead Public Schools, Dr. David Flowers, Superintendent for West Fargo Public Schools, Lisa Gullen-Nelson with the EDC, and Brenda Kane, who is an instructor with the Fargo Public Schools today. As I was driving over to the news conference today, and as I drive around our community, it's pretty easy to see through all the construction, whether it's road construction, business construction, or school construction, that our community is thriving. We've all heard about the fact that we have the lowest unemployment in the country, and that we have since 2009. We've all heard about the fact that we have some of the highest per capita income. In short, life is pretty good right now in our community. And I believe that I speak on behalf of all of us that that doesn't just happen. That takes purposeful planning and partnerships. And as I think about that planning process, I'm reminded of an old Chinese proverb that says, when planning for a year, plant corn. When planning for a decade, plant trees. But if you're planning for a life, train and educate people. And it is with that backdrop that I'm happy to share with you that the 3 metro school districts, the Greater Fargo-Moorhead Economic Development Corporation, and the United Way have been meeting for over a year, talking about what more can we do to engage and empower the students of today, the students in our classrooms, so that we can prepare them for the workforce of tomorrow. Because it is truly when we have successful children and successful workforce that our communities are thriving. And so that was the backdrop to this idea of what is it that we can do together right now to be able to be a part of that sustaining, thriving community. And so we came up with the Education That Works initiative. And this initiative has 3 very purposeful goals, and I'd like to share them with you. The first is to be able to change the conversation across our community about the changing needs of education and the way that we're engaging the students that are in our classrooms today. It's not good enough just to know how to do something anymore. Google can tell us everything, right? But we have to know what we learn in the classroom and how we apply that. And that turns into the 4 C's and STEM and project-based methodology, all of the things that you as teachers are working on today and throughout your professional development. So it's about working with today's educators and getting them to think about restructuring their classroom. The second thing that we want to focus on is if we want a different outcome from the students that are in the classroom today, we need to work with the teachers of tomorrow. So we're working in partnership with the higher education to be able to navigate how do we prepare those teachers so that they can work with our students differently. And finally, we want to create a community-wide conversation and raise awareness that the classroom is changing. We want to talk to parents. We want to talk to educators. We want to talk to the students, and the business community. That the way that we went through the classroom isn't the way that we're going to be able to prepare the students that are in the classroom today. So these are 3 very broad initiatives that we're very excited to work with together. What I'd like to do at this point in time is bring up Lisa Gullen-Nelson,